combination and upgrade of WhatsApp, Twitter, and Steam, but wholly decentralized and crypto native. Okay, so the meaning of social file income chat is account system, CID, and the payment tool, omnichain wallet, and social file encrypted chat and DAO moments. The account system, CID, which is combined with pure numbers to some degree, it can be regarded as a Web3 phone number, but global. Here's the basic function in common chat, which is encrypted communication. We have used Signal protocol to encryptate all of the messages in common chat. And the second is CID. It is, as we've told you before, it consists of 1 to 12 digitals and is easy to read, decentralized, compatible, and designed to seamlessly connect people, assets, and information in the Web3 world. Actually, in this part, we can also cooperate with many DID protocols, such as Space ID, ENS, even some on-chain DID protocols, such as DBank or Zapper. And here is Omnichain Wallet. Omnichain Wallet, which means it is easy to use for users, and it now in common chat has supports tens of chains and supports more than hundreds of tokens. Users can also import the contract address in the wallet to use any other tokens. And it is the DeFi product, a DeFi product in common chat, which named OmniBDC. It is also it has been also integrated in common chat. Users can easily use OmniBDC in common chat. And finally, there is also Web3 browser in common chat. The Web3 browser is discover page in common chat. It provides users with the entrance to multiple public chains, such as some excellent DeFi products or DEX or NFTs. And here is also some interesting functions. This is the red packet. Your friends and families can send red packets to express their gratitude or blessing. I think all the Chinese are familiar with the function. In Chinese New Year, everyone send a red packet to their friends or their families. And the second is demands. It is what we told you, decentralized Twitter. Now it is a little bit pity that it only supports on 3 developer testnet, and now the developer testnet is maintained. Here you can create or share or like or comment the content you like. Yes, and all of this, all of the operations need you to pay a little bit gas fee. Okay, and finally, we will also develop a mini game studio on common chat. Users can play a variety of mini games in common chat mini game studio. Mini games are new blockchain game product forms. Okay, now here is a demo of common chat. Okay, let's see. The first page you can see in common chat is chat. Hey, here you can create a new group.
Hey Jane, sorry for interrupt. For now, we cannot see the demo. Basically, we cannot see the changing, so you may double check.
Okay, you can see the demo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Can you see the demo now?
Yeah, right now it's good.
Okay, is it available now?
Yeah, it is available right now.
Okay, so here is the basic function in common chat. It is encrypted chat. Here you can create a group, and you can select members, your friends or families here. Here you can also set it as a private group, which means all the messages in the group will be encrypted by using Signal protocol. And then you can also add some contacts or send message here. Here is the red packet. As you can see, I can send some tokens or airdrops or rewards to my friends. Here is only supports on Aptos, but later we'll expand it on BNB chain or other chain. And users can also click the button to see whether the assets has been claimed by your friends or family members. Here is the omni-chain wallet. Now we have supports EVM chains and Watson chains and Cosmos ecosystem and Bitcoin. Here you can also register a new wallet or import a new wallet. Also here you can import the token or the token contract. Here you can also change the RPC of the specific chain on account of its awful network. Here is OmniSwap, which enable users to swap one token on chain A to another chain. For example, you can swap your BNB on BNB chain for APT on Aptos. Here is an example. Also, here is the cross-chain fee and the root. As you can see here, the first step is that your BNB has been swapped in PancakeSwap for USDC, and then the USDC has been bridged by using Waffle protocol. Then on Aptos, the USDC has been swapped for APT in two DEXs. The first is AUX, and the second is LibriSwap. Here is what OmniSwap realized. We have divide users assets into several parts to select a best and the cheapest and fastest way for users. Finally, for users, what they get is just APT. They don't know the process, and they don't have to select many DEXs or select many bridges. Here the black screen means I'm inputting my password. And also you can see the history here. By clicking the transaction records, you can also see the transaction hash, and also you can view on Blockchain Explorer. Here is the Discover page. You can see many excellent projects on some chains. For example, you can see DEX such as Pancake or BSwap or any other DEX on BSC. Here we will also expose many of our excellent partners here. And finally, it is me. You can see the Moon, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum. It is our reputation system. We will connect with other excellent products to develop the function. And here you can also link the device. And also there is a function named Wallet Connect. For CommonChat Omnichain Wallet, it supports Wallet Connect. So if the products also supports Wallet Connect, it can easily cooperate. Users can easily use CommonChat to register in the application. Okay, so here is a basic share and some basic information about CommonChat. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. Thanks, Jing, for the detailed introductions. One question from me is that what is the business model looks like for the CommonChat? Like how do you basically generate revenue?
Okay, so actually in the past 2 years, CommonChat has spent millions of dollars. As you know, the social product is very expensive for us. So for the profit, the first is that the demons, the decentralized Twitter, or as you know, all of the operations for users needs to pay a gas fee. Besides, we will also design a new tokenomics for demons so that we can earn from users' behaviors. And the second, we also have OmniBTC in it. It is also the product created and maintained by our team. So OmniBTC will also have a token, and all of the users swap in OmniBTC, we will charge a 0.1% fee. Yes, and also we will how to say, we will cooperate with many excellent products in coming chat, and maybe later we will charge for some advertisement, or as a game studio we will also cooperate with many excellent GameFi platforms, and then we also charge from these platforms or give our users a discount. Hey, you are mute.
Got it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, makes sense. I have no more questions for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Trey, for the presentation. Let's welcome the second teams, which is the Actic.
Hi,
Jason.
Hi, Chris. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
and thanks Dara Hex and BNB Chain for providing us with the opportunity. We're really thankful for it. So Attic is a Web3 social app with an interoperable toolkit to help launch and grow NFT communities. And our vision is to bring NFT as a superpower to online communities. So we have all seen the power of NFTs and the possibilities of it from the NFT boom market of the last 2 years. But I think that's just the beginning of it. There's much more untapped opportunities out there, especially with Web2 users. And the aim of Attic is to bring this superpower of NFTs to more and more online communities, enabling them to launch, grow, and monetize their community super easily with NFT and other on-chain tools, and connecting their members on the decentralized social graph so that the identity and data and monetization are really owned by users themselves. As we have seen currently, most NFT projects are within the crypto native space. And projects mostly use NFTs in purposes such as PFP projects or GameFi projects. But we think in the future, all the different brands, sports clubs, universities, events, influencers, small businesses, they can all utilize NFTs. But to get there, we need to make it super easy for them to use this technology. Currently, if someone wants to launch an NFT community, they need to go through all of these steps listed here. You need to hire a designer, hire a developer to deploy the smart contract, build the minting website, hire moderators for Twitter and Discord, etc., etc. And for that, us in the space are currently used to it. We use 10 different tools within Discord as different patches to satisfy our on-chain needs. But I think for us to expand outside to Web2 users, we need to have a user experience that's super simple. So Attic aims to provide all of those tools a user may need to launch an NFT community. And to help them do that, we do it through these ways. Firstly is we make launching an NFT community, which also launches an NFT collection at the same time, super easy. You can do it, anyone can do it within seconds for free. So a user without much exposure to blockchain or NFTs are able to do that as well. And then once that community is created, we have an AI moderator that helps with content recommendation and user engagement. And then after that, we also have a Web3 toolkit within each community, such as advanced on-chain data analytics, token-gated content, DAO voting, airdrop tools, etc., helping them with the on-chain needs of those NFT communities. And then lastly, we have a revenue sharing protocol plus peer-to-peer NFT trading to help creators and communities monetize. Here are some user testimonials that we have got so far. We're really grateful for the great feedback that we've got from our users, but we know we still have a lot of work to do. And we launched our private beta just over 2 months ago. And within the 2 months, we have been growing very organically just by collaborating with NFT communities. We've currently collaborated with 11 communities so far, including Alpaca Dabras, which we just announced about 2 hours ago. And from these communities, we have brought, in an organic way, over 1,500 early beta users to our app. And also our Twitter following has been growing from a few hundred to over 20,000 now. And before I finish the rest of the slides, I'll give you a live demo of the app. So here is the homepage. We can see there's one of our users just posted this stream itself. So that Popois, hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. This user I've noticed that has been active almost daily on our app. So thank you very much. Yeah, so we can take a look at this user's profile. This is the user's profile. And with every user, because your identity is on a decentralized social graph, we're built on CyberConnect. So all your relationships are interoperable with all the other apps within the CyberConnect ecosystem, such as Project Galaxy. So your connections are always staying with the user. For each user, you can see the NFTs they hold, the POL apps, Oats, Galaxy Oats, and other tokens. Especially for NFTs, you can initiate a peer-to-peer trade directly from the user's profile with any token or any NFT that you hold. Let's go back to the homepage. So another feature we can see is a tipping with crypto feature. We organized a small competition a couple of weeks ago for the World Cup. You can see there's a 0.02 ETH. If we go into that, we can see what happened there. So we had a small event for predicting who can win the World Cup and who will score a goal. Because this user was the first to get it correct, we sent this user some Ethereum as reward. And tipping is also super easy here. Another feature that we can see is, so this user has been using our AI feature quite frequently. So we have integrated with ChatGPT, not ChatGPT, but GPT-3, which is has the same underlying technology as ChatGPT. And this is where we can help engage community members with our AI, where it helps with the content creation. And in the future, our goal is for the AI to grow with each community. As they have more and more discussions, the AI will be able to learn the behaviors, the knowledge, the history of each community, and then grow a personality of that community. And after that, we will open up an API for every community owner to bring this AI into other apps as well. So here, our main feature is for communities. So on the communities tab, you can see the communities that I have joined, all the other communities that users have activated on the site. On Attic, one NFT contract equals one community. So as soon as you log in, you are able to activate your community. We automatically recognize what NFTs you hold. And then you can activate that community directly from there with one click. Looks like a bit slow. And once a community is activated, you get access to a range of crypto native tools. So for example, this is the community we just announced a collaboration with today. There is a data analytics dashboard for every community. You can see the on-chain activities of that community. For example, with Alpaca 3D, we can see who the top holders are, who the profit leaders are. So who are trading this NFT and making the most profit, and also the recent trades. And from there, the cool thing is from there, if you're interested in a user, you can directly go into that user's profile, follow them, message them, chat with them. It enables use cases such as there was a NFT project that was asking how can they reach out to someone who's selling the NFT and ask them why they are selling the NFT. Currently, they don't have a good way to do it. But on Attic, you can see who's doing the transactions recently. You can go to that user's profile and directly chat with them. For creating a new community, it also launches an NFT collection at the same time. So if we try that here. And these are all the settings someone needs to do in order to create a new community. which also creates a new NFT for minting at the same time. And the cool thing is all of these settings can be updated even after minting starts. So someone doesn't need to worry too much about getting all the information right at the same time, at the first time. So if we take a look at the NFT that's currently being minted, this is the minting page for the user. You get to see the recent minting history, some minting stats, and also all the changes the owner has been implemented to the contract. So because I'm not the one who deployed this NFT, I don't have the option to update the settings. But for the creator of this NFT, they can actually change all the settings that I showed before. For example, with transferability or soulbound, you can turn it on and off. With total supply, you can also change it as well. This enables use cases such as there is a Web3 convention organizer in Australia who's going to use Attic to issue their NFT tickets. And for that, you would need to be able to set the NFT to be transferable at the beginning so that the organizer can earn royalties before the event starts. But when the event starts, you need to make it non-transferable so that when the user goes into the event, there won't be a double entry problem where the user sends the NFT to someone else. And Attic allows that perfectly. So on the day of the event, the organizer can turn the transferability to be off so that event attendees won't be able to transfer the NFTs out. But after the event, they can turn it back on so that it becomes a collectible and more like a PO app. Now let's go back to our slides. So how is Attic different from the competition or current Web2 tools? So we are the only one that has all of these features. One is we're built in a way that can provide a seamless multi-chain experience. We're not tied to just one chain. We're currently launched on Ethereum mainnet, which allows us to tap into the largest NFT market out there. But we do plan to go multi-chain to be able to serve even more customers, chains, especially such as BNB chain or Polygon, where there are vibrant NFT communities. We want to provide the service to those communities as well. Going multi-chain also helps with us to lower the cost of NFT minting. For example, for ticketing purposes, it will be crucial to go to use a cheaper chain. We are also interoperable with any other DeFi and NFTFi smart contracts, which enables unlimited possibilities. Use cases I showed you, like P2P NFT trading or tipping with crypto. These are possible because users can sign in with the wallet that they currently and normally use. Some apps create a separate wallet for the user or create a different wallet address for the user. I think that's missing a lot of opportunities. Whereas on Attic, you can utilize the openness of the on-chain data and all the other smart contracts out there to have the maximum user experience. And then our team has a very deep AI expertise. So some of our team members were lead data scientists from Boston Consulting Group and PwC. We have currently got this AI moderator functionality, but as I mentioned before, we want the AI to grow with each community and to be able to help with content recommendation as well in the future. And the grant from Dora Hex and BNB Chain will really be helpful for us to expand on these advantages here. In terms of tokenomics, we are not in a rush to launch our token because we want to achieve product market fit even without the token. But once we get some traction, the token will really help us to achieve the next stage of our decentralization. And then we have 3 types of token. ATT is a utility token where it can be earned from contributing to the platform with content or communities, or it can be purchased from exchanges. We also have a soulbound token, SBATT, which is soulbound. It can be earned from contribution. It can be slashed for bad behavior on the platform. We then also have a voter escrowed ATT, which is staked from ATT token. It allows you to have voting power and make governance decisions to help things such as content moderation policy or reward distribution. with our token allocation, the current plan is 15% for the team, 15% for investors, 20% for the treasury, and the most goes to the community. And this is how the token will flow. So the 50% that goes into the community will form a community pool, and 80% out of that will be used to reward users, creators, and tool developers. Another 20% will be for VE ATT holders. So users, creators, and developers, they are able to earn our token. After earning the token, they can choose to consume it directly on Attic to achieve special features, or they can choose to stake it and become a part of the governance team. Or they can, after they stake the token, as an investor, they also get to earn some additional token from the VE token as well. And then as part of the governance DAO, those holders get to vote on governance decisions, including the distribution of ATT as well. And then if they choose to unstake it, the token will become ATT again and go back to the open market. It can be traded there. That's my presentation. Do we have any questions?
Yeah. Thank you, Jason, for this detailed introduction. Definitely looks really interesting. So basically, we'd love to know like some of the strategies that you might implement in the futures to be differentiated from your potential competitors. I haven't seen any like direct competitors like building similar products like you guys, but I can think of like big NFT marketplace like OpenSea, big social media like Twitter's. They can all be your indirect competitors. So we'd love to know like your growth strategy in the future.
Yeah. So in terms of the two that you mentioned, those are really typical large existing companies that could go into this field. But we feel we have a special advantage because, for example, take the example of OpenSea. They could go into the social direction, but it's unlikely. So you can think, would Amazon go into social? They do have a lot of users. They probably have a big advantage, but going into social is an entirely different field for them. So it would be a bit weird for Amazon to go into social. And they may not actually succeed if they choose to. Because we focus on social, which is in itself already a very difficult problem to attack. So we don't think apps from other fields would be interested in this competition. And even if they do, it would only distract them from what they're currently doing. Whereas in the case of Twitter, we are much smaller than them. We are much nimbler than them. And we focus on an audience that's currently too small for them because we focus on NFT communities and allowing users who want to issue NFTs to be able to build their new communities. Whereas this market for Twitter is quite small at the moment. And because we have a very deep understanding of this crypto field and NFT communities, we are able to provide better services for them even if they choose to. And also with our unique advantages here, it's very hard for someone who's not crypto native or blockchain native to go into this space and compete with us. There's virtually no other app who can achieve a seamless multi-chain experience, who's interoperable with any smart contracts deployed on Ethereum and other chains within the EVM world, and also has expertise in AI. And I think we are uniquely positioned to be able to succeed in this field.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you, Jason, for answering the questions. Yeah, so let's jump to no worries. Let's jump to the last but not the least project today, which is the DAX exchange. Hi, Emmett. Feel free to start.
Yeah. Hi, Chris. Can you also allow Kiran?
Teams, can you bring? Yeah.
I'm going to share my screen. Just a moment. All right, Kiran.
Okay. So Thanks, everyone. So first of all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining across the globe. And above, Happy New Year. I hope your New Year also be a very good start. First of all, thanks to Chris and his team for putting this together. Great job there. Thanks for providing this opportunity. So my name is Kiran. I'm one of the co-founder. Joining me is Amit, who is our CTO and the co-founder of Exchange. So what we will do is we'll walk through about brief about our team, the product that we are building, and then I'll hand it over to Amit to give a demo about the product. So primarily, just a very brief about the team. Our team comes from almost a decade experience in private equity, venture capital, and a family office background. And with regards to tech stuff, we have developers who previously worked with centralized exchanges, and here very proud to say that Amit has been recognized by ZK Sync as one of the core developer from Asia and India region who contributed to the ZK Sync mainnet, ZK Sync 2.0 mainnet. So deep diving further into what we are building, we are actually building an order book decks on ZK rollups for institutions. So institutions is our target client base. I would like to divide this into three different areas. The updates on where we stand, product, demand, and supply. So that's where we generally do the updates. So with regards to product, we started building the product around April of last year, and we launched the first version of the product on the testnet, which is on ZK Sync 2.0 testnet around late August, August 22. And then we opened it for institutions. Institutions tested the product, and we did around close to 3 billion of transaction volume so far. Institutions have provided us like a lot of feedback about what they're looking into the product and how the product is. And we took the feedback and we went back and iterated, and we launched the version 2 of the product in December 22. Now, where do we stand? The product is live on ZK Sync 2.0 testnet, and we are ready to be deployed on ZK Sync mainnet anytime soon. We're just waiting for the nod from the ZK Sync to go ahead and deploy on the mainnet. On the other side, apart from ZK Sync, we also deployed our product on Polygon ZK EVM Scroll testnet in the month of December. And we are closely working with Consensus. Consensus is coming up with the ZK EVM solution. So we most probably will be deploying on their testnet in this month, in Jan 2023. So that's where we stand with regards to the product. The product is very robust, and it is mostly institutional grade product with all the APIs and integrations in place for institutions to place the orders. So primarily what we are bringing here is a centralized exchange like trading experience on a decentralized mode. No custody of user funds, that's our mantra. And we are providing the platform which has very low slippage and low gas fee and higher efficiency there. So that's on the product side. On the demand side, as I said, like our client base is mostly institutions. So we when we started building, we did like a lot of market research and spoke to around 30 plus institutions, mostly hedge funds and prop desks and family offices. And as of today, we built relationships with almost like 100 plus institutions. And in the month of December, we did our first institutional crypto event, which was attended by more than 100 plus institutions. So when I talk about institutions, these are typical crypto hedge funds, native crypto hedge funds, and then traditional hedge funds who are looking to get into the crypto space, prop desks, family offices, and TradFi institutions. So these are the institutions that we are focusing on. The event was highly successful, and I think we will continue to do more roadshows in Singapore, Hong Kong, Dubai, London, and New York this year to take our product to multiple other institutions and then to talk about our product as well. In fact, like I think I would like to highlight one point here. After the FTX saga, we've been getting a lot of inbound requests about our product because after FTX, most of the institutions are looking to place their bets in the DeFi space and would love to have the custody of their funds. So we are seeing like a lot of traction post FTX saga. With regards to supply, we're not an AMM, we are an order book DEX. So the way how we are doing is we are providing liquidity through market makers, as I said, similar to centralized exchanges. So where do we stand there? For the first 6 months, I would say for the first 6 to 8 months, our liquidity provisions have been met. We have onboarded decent market makers, who are ready to provide liquidity, and we are going to start with 10 assets to start with, and then we'll expand it, as we go along. In addition, we also opened lines of communication with some of the top-notch market makers in the world. Primarily GSRs and Wintermutes and Gravities and Skynet Tradings. So we opened very decent lines of communication with them, and we'll bring these market makers as we go along, and as we see the volumes ramp up in a quarter or two for us. So that's the overall picture where we stand on the product demand and the supply. I think I'll pause here and then I'll pass on the screen to Amit to give a demo of the product, and we'll take some questions. Amit, over to you.
Sure. All right, so a user can navigate to the application either by clicking Launch App. I already have it open in my browser. So this is the UX for our application of the exchange. So as Kiran mentioned, this is a decentralized exchange built on top of ZK rollups. So currently we are on different networks for testing purpose on Scroll, Polygon, Hermes, and I'm going to show this demo on a ZK Sync 2.0 network. So I will walk you through each of the component one by one, which will explain the complete workflow. So the first thing is I should connect my wallet, and the balances will populate here. So I already connected, so it connected instantly, else the MetaMask will come up and you will need to connect your account with that. So just to show that I am on the same account, it is 60B4. And if I see my MetaMask, I am on the same account, 60B4. All right, the next component is you need to select the markets. So that's where you can select the trading pairs. Currently, we have 3 pairs enabled for testing purpose, and these are the tokens which are available in the faucet of ZK Sync 2.0. So feel free to go ahead and test the application. So I'll select BTC USDC, for example. And then this component is available for you to check your balances, deposit, and withdraw. So you are in control of your funds at any given point of time. We will never stop you from withdrawing or depositing, as it is you always own the custody of your funds. So everything is on the contract. So the wallet balance represents what you have in your MetaMask wallet or on chain. The deposited balance represents what you have deposited to the smart contract of the exchange. And blocked balance is nothing. It is very simple. When I place an order, for that time, your balance will be blocked from withdrawal just for a moment when your transaction executes. The block doesn't mean that you cannot withdraw. You can always cancel your order and withdraw that balance. So we never hold any balances. Okay, and then we are dealing with spot market, that is market limit buy sell orders, and then later on we plan to do derivatives also and the other side of the trading aspects, but we are starting with the spot markets. And here is the chart for the currency. Whatever you select, the chart will change according to the pair. And then this section represents your orders. Whatever orders you place will be visible here, which I will demonstrate very shortly. And here you will see what trades you have done. So these are user specific trades, which I have done in the past. So these are my trades. And if you see the overall trades, the general, when everyone is trading, you will see that data in this section, the general trades here, everything. So let's place one order. Let's see what balances I have. Okay, let's sell some BTC. So I'm going to sell 0.01 BTC at this price. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to sell at this price, which is available. Okay, let's place a sell order. So it is a completely guessless experience, and the rates here are normalized with the precision of the token decimals. and I'm going to sign this message, and the order will get placed here. Okay, sign. All right, the order has been placed and the trade will execute shortly. And you will see that my block balances has been updated. So it is again back to 0 because the trade has been executed. This is the trade, the last trade which has been executed. The sell order for my BTC. I can see it here as well. And let's see it on the Block Explorer as well. So clicking on this icon takes me to the Block Explorer of my account here. And we can see this transaction which went just seconds ago. And let's open this transaction hash. And this is the transaction we just did. So that was about the demo of the exchange. I'm happy to take up any questions.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the presentation. I guess my only questions will be like, what do you think the competition landscape in the data sync right now, since there are already, I believe, like Zigzag and other order book DAX existing in the data sync ecosystem already. So yeah, we'd love to know like your differentiation and probably the growth plan to attract users from competitors.
Yeah, I can take that, Chris. So primarily, I think the focus for us, we did a very in-depth study of the competitive landscape there, and then 100% agree. Zigzag has been there on ZK Sync 1.0, and I think they'll be moving on to the ZK Sync 2.0 as well. But now, having said that, our target focus is completely different. Zigzag has been focusing on the retail clients, and our focus is completely institutions at the moment. And that's why like our GTM strategies are more geared towards thought leadership and knowledge series, which is where we were able to succeed in the month of December. To be frank, I think we were able to connect with almost all the crypto hedge funds across the group now. And I think we'll continue to double down. And even when we built the product and we iterated the product for version 2 that we recently launched, so the most of the considerations were around like how can we have the institutions fulfill the orders there, right? How can we fulfill the orders for the institutions? Whether it is more of backloading to the lists and all, right? So that's our main focus. We do understand there might be other DEXs out there, but since we are focusing on institutions at this point of time, and we were able to build a robust product, I think we have very unique USP there, not only in terms of the product, but also with regards to the connections that we were able to establish across, especially with the crypto hedge funds across Singapore, Hong Kong, Dubai, and other offline jurisdictions, and of course plus United States. So yeah. And also I would like to add one more. I'd also like to add one more point in a USP there. So when we studied the competitive landscape, one aspect that we have come across, and especially when we researched with most of the institutions, there are two aspects that came onto the top of the mind for us, right? One is the liquidity aspect. The number one primary important factor is the liquidity. Even we were having a chat with one of the institutions earlier this week, and they were like, okay, hey, we were trying to place an order, but it did not go through. There was like high slippage, etc. and all. So liquidity is the primary most important factor, for any institution or anyone, to use a particular exchange. Security, KYC, and all, like those are also important, but like they come, at a later stage, as point 2, 3, 4. So with regards to liquidity, I think we were very fortunate that we were able to establish a decent connection with all the existing market makers. As I mentioned, the liquidity provisions for us have been already met. In terms of the onboarding there, and we're also very kind of proud to say that like we were able to open our APIs and integration testing with other market makers. So we have already done the testing in place. So everything is ready in the backend. And with the existing connections with the largest market makers and they showing interest on providing the liquidity to L2 order book DEXs, and we being the front runner in that market, we have a very unique advantage given the volumes that we were able to attract. So I hope like our we are very confident that our depths will be very deep there in terms of the liquidity. So I think that's another very unique USP that we were able to achieve so far.
Makes sense. Great. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the introduction. I have no more questions. And I think we can end today's demo sessions here, since all three teams have already presented. Thanks for everyone to join today for the demo sessions. It's super helpful, very comprehensive for audience to better understand about your products, your projects, and your future plans. So I guess if any of the audience have any questions for any of the teams today, feel free to join their community and engage with the teams. I believe they are very happy to know you guys, talk with you guys as well. And if you are audience, you haven't followed us through our social channels, please make sure you do that so you won't miss out any of the upcoming events like today's that we are about to host for you guys. Great. Yeah. Thanks again for joining us today. I hope you guys can all doing great. Good luck with the BNB Grand DAO. And yeah, see you guys soon. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.